Uncertainty, lack of control, a shortage of answers. These nebulous unknowns, whether sweeping or mundane, are natural and very normal catalysts for anxiety. Biology is responsible for the unpleasantness we feel in times of uncertainty and with the best of intentions, believe it or not. Now, anxiety makes us worry about the future so that we can plan for scenarios. It increases our vigilance of our surroundings and engages the fight or flight response in case we need to defend ourselves physically. It's perfectly normal to feel anxious when things are uncertain. Now, let's look at 6 ways of dealing with uncertainty. Replace expectation with plans, identify unproductive worrying, moving your body, focusing on gratitude, practice mindfulness, and quit resisting and adapt to change. As always, let's look at it one by one. When you form expectations, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You can guide your tomorrow, but you can't control the exact outcome. If you expect the worst, you'll probably feel too negative and close minded to notice and seize opportunities. If you expect the best, you'll create a vision that's hard to live up to. Instead of expecting the future to give you something specific, focus on what you'll do to create what you want to experience. Productive worries tend to lead to actions that give us more control of our environment, whereas unproductive worries make us feel even more anxious and uncertain. With this in mind, try to differentiate how much of your worrying is productive versus unproductive. If there's nothing you can do about it, it's not yours to worry over. Simply tuning out worrisome thoughts is not easy, especially for a very anxious person. The very act of taking a step back and recognizing what is and isn't worth the worry can be a helpful first step. Empowered living also means taking care of your body and moving. Keep those legs and arms moving. Keep your heart pumping for 30 minutes every day, and you will keep your mind clear and your body strong. If you're not in a mood for a full blown workout, something as simple and gentle as going for a walk will help get your blood flowing and shift your mood to a more empowered state. It's remarkable how gratitude can transform anxiety. Finding the silver lining in a new reality is super important. You may not always know the why, how, and when of things, but you can reframe your perspective by acknowledging unexpected upsides and being thankful for what you do have. When you obsess about a tomorrow you can't control, you're too busy judging what hasn't happened yet to fully experience what's happening right now. Instead of noticing and appreciating the beauty in the moment, you get trapped in a fear driven thought cycle about the potential for discomfort down the line. While meditation is the best way to become more mindful, it isn't the only approach. Sometimes it helps me to take an inventory of what's good in today. So I can't yet plan for tomorrow. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. That means I can spend today doing other things like writing, reading, relaxing in the sun, and connecting with the people I love. The more we adapt to change, the happier and younger we will be. So, turning towards the direction of change will help you attain effortless progress. Now, resistance stems from fear, and for many, fear is caused by change. For some, it may be fear of the unknown or repeating a negative experience. We use resistance as a way to protect ourselves, but it limits us and our experiences. Instead of looking at the limitations and risks that come with change, try looking at change as the very thing that opens the door to your next opportunity. Not all change is bad, even it seems so at the time. Think back to the times in your life when you feared change, but in the end, what you feared most didn't happen at all. In fact, you thrived. Now, change can be scary, but it's not always bad. Write down examples of when you felt afraid of change, but realize that change was for the better, and keep those close when you feel yourself getting anxious of what's to come. Having personal memories of when you overcame change and it resulted in positive outcomes can help ease your current fears. If ever you think you've created a controllable, predictable life for yourself, you can rest assured that's an illusion. Nothing stays the same forever. The uncertainty can keep you up at night, obsessing over ways to protect yourself from anything that might go wrong. Or it can motivate you to practice acceptance, live in the moment, and embrace the adventure of living. What's coming tomorrow might not be easy, or it might fulfill you in ways you didn't know to imagine. What's certain is that it'll come, and when it gets here, you'll respond to it, learn from it, and move into another tomorrow full of endless possibilities. Today, I'm focusing on my possibilities, not my fear, and suddenly I feel a lot better.